Om Vakratunda Mahakaya
Mahakaya
Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuruhe Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada
Saraswati
Saraswati
Namastubhyam
Namastubhyam Varade
Varade Kamarupini
Kamarupini Vidyarambham
Vidyarambam
Karishyami
Karishyami
Siddhir Bhavatu
Siddhirbhavatu
Me
me
Sada
sada
Gurur Brahma
Guru
Guru
Brahma Guru
Vishnu
Vishnu
Gurur Devo
Devo Maheshwaraha
Maheshwaraha Guru
Guru Sakshat
Sakshat
Param
Param
Brahma
Brahma Tasmai
Tasmai
Shri
Shri
Gurave
Gurave Namaha
Namaha Apara
Om
Karuna Sindhum
Sindhu
Jnanadam
Jnanadam
Shantarupinam
Shantarupinam
Sri
Sri
Chandrasekhar
Chandrasekhara
Gurum
Gurum Pranamami
Pranamami
Mudaham
Mudanvaham
Yatkrupaledeshamadrena
Yatkrupalesha
Puman
Puman
Purna
Purnah Prajayate
Prajayate
Tam
Tam
Bande
Vande Brahma Viduyam
Duryam Sadgurum
Sadgurum
Chandrasekharam
Chandrasekharam
Om
Om Sahana
Sahana
Bhavatu
Bhavatu Sahano
Sahano Bhunaktu
Bhunaktu
Sahaviryam
Sahaviryam
Karavavahe
Karavavahe
Tejasvina
Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma
Namaskama Vidvishavahai
Vidvishavahai Om Shanti
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 Shanti Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha
Atha Shashtodhyayaha
Atha Shashtodhyayaha
Shri Bhagavanuvacha
Shri Bhagavanuvacha
Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mayi pashyati
Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mayi pashyati
tasyaham na pranashyami sacha me na pranashyati
Tasyaham na pranashyami sacha me na pranashyati
Yaha mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mayi pashyati. So it is similar to what has been said in the previous shloka. Sarvabhutas tamatmanam sarvabhutani cha atmani. But here it is said, Tasya agam na pranashyami sacha me na pranashyati. Here pranashyami means I don't become remote for him and he doesn't become remote for me. We'll see the meaning in detail. So, so the division, which is resolves in the vision, that everything is Atma. So nothing here is separate from Atma. Nothing is separate from Atma, everything is Brahma. Therefore, everything as is being in Brahma, therefore Brahma is in everything. That is said. Now here it is said, Mamiti. Bhagavan uses about Mam is Ishwaram, Mam, Brahma, Atmanam. The one who sees me in all the beings. All the beings. So, Sarvabhutani, Sarvabhutmani, Atmani, as I said in the previous shloka. And sees all beings in me. All beings in me. Sarvabhutastam, Atmanam, Sarvabhutani, Chatmani. For him, remote. I don't become far away for that person. It means for that person, I am he, he is me. Or he or she is not remote from me. Both is said. Both Bhagavan says. I am not far away from that person and he also not far away from me. Because one of them, I may not be far away for that person, but he may be far away from me, possible. That also Bhagavan says no. We'll see in detail. The vision of the Atma given in the previous shloka, it is restated. Sarvabhutastam Sarvabhutani Chatmani. The same is restated. Instead of Atmanam, Bhagavan uses the word Mam, using a different language in the first line of this shloka. The earlier shloka, Sarvabhutastam Atmanam, is put in the first person here. One who recognizes me in all beings. Yovam Sarvatra Pashyati. Same. Sarvabhutastam Atmanam. Atma Sarvabhutastam in all the beings. Atma is the one who recognizes me in Atma. So me, Atma, same. Brahma. Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra. Sarvatra is Sarvabhutani. Mam Pashyati Atmanam Pashyati Sarvabhutastam. Me doesn't, of course, refer to the person occupying the driver's seat of Arjuna's chariot. It doesn't refer to the son of Vasudeva, but Vasudeva. It is not the physical Krishna, it is Ishvara Krishna. Seated in the chariot, the person Krishna seems to have definite location. He is located in particular Upadhi. Yet when talking to Arjuna, he referred to himself as one who is everywhere. Sarva Bhutastam Atma, Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra. Wherever there is a Bhuta, a being, that Bhuta, that being has its being in me alone. That's me. What is this me? The me is Atma. Thus, by replacing the word Sarva Bhutastam Atmanam, Bhutastam Atmanam by the word Mam, meaning Ishwaram, Bhagavan quietly brings out the non-difference between Ishvara and the individual Jiva. One who sees me, Ishvara, in all beings, meaning I am the Adhisthana, the basis of all the beings, knows himself or herself to be the same Ishvara Paramatma, being non-separate from Atma. Bhagavan also says that everything is in me alone. Sarva Bhutani Chatmani, Sarvam Cha Mai. I am the Karana, Sarvam Cha Mai. I am the Karana of everything, as we saw before. I am the Adhisthana for everything, the basis for everything. Thus, the person being discussed here recognizes himself or herself in all beings and all beings in himself. The only difference between this shloka and the previous shloka is the word Atma is replaced by the word Mam. Atmanam in Dvitiya Vibhakti, here it is replaced by Asmat Shabda Dvitiya Vibhakti, Mam. Me. So between the me, the big me, in the present shloka and Atma in the previous shloka, there is no difference. So me is Atma. One who sees Atma in everything. One who sees Atma in everything. Everything is Atma. And everything in Atma. Everything has its basis in Atma. Everything is as Atma as its Adhisthana. Therefore, everything is in Atma in everything. He recognizes Ishvara, me, in everything and everything in me. I am the one who is the basis of all the beings. And in me, all the beings have their being, existence. So I am the Adhisthana, means I am the Karanam. They all exist in me, the Karanam. From their standpoint, I am the Karanam. And all the beings, in me, all the beings have their existence. Without me, they cannot exist. Therefore, I am Satyam, they are Mithya. So that is the vision. Can Ishvara be a separate entity? Between Ishvara, Krishna, and Jiva, there is no difference whatsoever. Between Krishna and Jiva, Krishna and Ishvara, there is no difference. Bhagavan Krishna. Even if you look upon Krishna as an individual Jiva who is enlightened, and also is Ishvara. Every Jiva is, in fact, it is Ishvara when Jiva has the knowledge. So therefore, what is the difference? There is no difference whatsoever. Now, is there another Ishvara? Since Ishvara is everything, how can it be separate from Chaitanya, that is the Atma? If Chaitanya Atma is limitless, Brahma, there is no way of another being Ishvara and be standing separately somewhere. It is, if this were the case, then Ishvara just become another guy. Then there would be a difference between Jiva and Ishvara that could never be resolved. Therefore, if Ishvara is everything, it has to be Atma eva, Brahma eva, Chaitanya miti. There is various contention in terms of Ishvara, the Lord, and the individual, which have to be analyzed to see if there is any truth in them. Suppose you say, as some do, that the Lord is everywhere. I am a fraction of that Lord. You see, that there, the duality is the Lord is everywhere, but what about me? Me, I separate from the Lord. I am, who is a Jiva, separate from the Lord. I am a fraction of the Lord. So does this mean that all fractions, There are so many jivas, but therefore they are all fractions of the Lord. If all fractions put together make the Lord, if not, what does it mean? What is this fraction? Please tell me. Is your physical body be the fraction? Is your mind the fraction? Or is Atma the Chaitanya, the Vyashti, from the individual standpoint? Is it a fraction? And in all of this, what is dependent on what? What is the reality of what? What is the reality of this physical body, this mind, etc.? So when you analyze them, all you find that it is Satyam alone. It is one that there is only one existence, Satya. The Swarupa of Satya is nothing but Param Brahma, which is Chaitanya Atma. When the Shastra talks of Ishvara, it is just from one particular standpoint. So all that is here is Ishvara alone, Parameshwara alone. Jiva is also a standpoint. Only from a particular standpoint, there is a difference between Jiva and Ishvara. That standpoint is from the standpoint of Upadhi. That is in Vyavaharika. Vyavaharika, there is Jiva and Ishvara. Jiva is nothing but Chaitanya is individual Upadhi. Ishvara is nothing but Chaitanya with total Upadhi. In terms of Upadhi, there is difference. But in terms of Swarupa, there is no difference. Therefore, how can Jiva be a fraction of the Lord? Upadhi is not real, being Mithya. Therefore, Jiva is Ishvara alone. To say that Jiva is a fraction is not be fraction means what makes Jiva a fraction of Ishvara. Upadhi, if Upadhi is real, then the Dvaitam cannot be resolved. Dvaitam will be the reality. But the resolution of Dvaitam happens when there is appreciation of that Atma, Paramatma alone is a Satya Vastu. The truth of Jiva is Brahma, the truth of Ishvara is Brahma. Therefore, there is Aikyam, there is oneness. Then only this Upadhi is Mithya. Upadhi doesn't count, whether Veshti Upadhi or Samashti Upadhi, whether Jiva Upadhi or Ishvara Upadhi. Jiva Upadhi is individual limited body sense complex. Ishvara Upadhi is Maya, being Mithya. Therefore, there is essential oneness between Jiva and Ishvara. Therefore, only Aikyam, therefore, only Mahavakyam, knowledge. Therefore, only the ignorance is removed and moksha is possible. Otherwise, Jiva cannot become free if it is a fraction of the total. Therefore, when the Lord says, Bhagavan says, I am the Lord, Agam Ishvaraha, and the Jiva says, I am individual, Agam Jivaha. So, Agam is common in both of them. Agam Ishvaraha, Agam Jivaha. Only difference is the difference in the Upadhi. And the difference, Upadhi is Mithya, therefore the difference is Mithya, meaning that Upadhi entirely dependent on Satyam, Satya, Aham. And Aham is Chaitanyam, Brahma. The problem is the difference because being dependent upon Satya, therefore Mithya is not another thing. Mithya doesn't enjoy separate reality. When Mithya is given a reality, then only Dvaitam occurs. Dvaita notion comes if Mithya is given a reality. Being Mithya, therefore it is not real. Therefore Dvaitam is not real. In spite of the empirical reality being Dvaitam, the Dvaitam is not the truth. In spite of Dvaitam, that's why we say in spite of Dvaitam, there is Advaita. So, in fact, this Jagat, the Jagat confirms Ishvara. It confirms Advaita. Our Dvaita Anubhava confirms Advaita. Therefore, it is not in opposition, it is not a contradiction. Advaitam in spite of Dvaitam. Because Advaitam is, therefore, one should not think Dvaitam cannot be. If Dvaitam is not there, then there could not be any empirical transaction. Empirical transaction is at the same time the truth is. Like the pot is Satyam. Pot is Satyam. Pot is not Satyam. The clay is Satyam. But pot is Satyam when the pot holds the what. We give the Satyatvam to pot. But pot itself doesn't exist apart from clay. Therefore, clay is Satyam. Pot is, it is Vyavaharika Satya. Because the standpoint of the utility, it is given a reality. But its reality reduces to clay alone. Therefore, what is there is only clay. So, because pot is, does it reduce Satyatma of clay? It is pot, at the same time, it is nothing but clay alone. So, Pot doesn't make the clay. Pot doesn't bring the difference. Pot doesn't make itself separate from clay. The existence of pot doesn't imply Dvaitam. That is, the existence of pot doesn't bring about the difference with its Karanam, clay. Because it is the Karanam that alone pervades the entire pot. For pot exists, clay exists. Pot doesn't exist, clay continue to exist. Therefore, it is all the way clay alone. So, the existence of pot doesn't imply Dvaitam because the pot is nothing but Namarupa. It is nothing but clay alone. Therefore, it is only one clay alone. Similarly, here also, Advaitam in spite of Dvaitam. The reality given to Mithya. The reality given to Mithya, that is what that is because of Ajnanam. So therefore, Ajnanam gives is the reality, as a reality to Mithya. But Mithya is not another thing. It is dependent upon Satya. Therefore, there are not two things, Satyam and Mithya. Mithya is Satyam, but Satyam is not Mithya. The whole Jagat is Mithya. The Jagat is not separate from Satya Brahma. Therefore, it is Brahma Eva, like reducing the pot to clay cognitively. So now reducing the Jagat to Brahma. So what is that? Is only Jagat. Therefore, Karanatam attributed to Brahma also is resolves. So therefore, what is that is only Brahma. Everything is Brahma. That is Advaitam. When everything is Brahma, then we can accommodate any number of Mithya Vastu. There is no problem. Any number of Dvaita Vastus. Dvaita cannot cause any dent in the Advaita Satya Vastu. The whole Jagat is Mithya, depending upon the Satya Vastu for its existence. And Satya Vastu is what is referred to here as I am. I, Agam, iti. The previous sloka, Atma, iti, Atmanam. Therefore, anyone who says I, including a mosquito, is Param Brahma alone. You are not I. You are not this limited Upadhi I. You are Param Brahma. You are only Param Brahma. Even the person who doesn't know is Param Brahma. He is also Param Brahma. He doesn't know doesn't mean it becomes different from Param Brahma. It cannot be different from Param Brahma, even though he doesn't know. Therefore, the statement Tatatvam Asi means that you are Param Brahma right now. Always, right now. It is not something you become later. It is not Brahmaiva Bhavati. It is Bhavati translated as become. It is not becoming, it is being. Therefore, Shruti doesn't say you shall become, ye shall become. No. The word that it says Tatatvam Asi. This sentence is possible only when Atma is already Brahma, which is the vision unfolded in the previous shloka, and it is again restated in the first line of the shloka. The one who sees me in all beings, and all beings in me. Yaha mam pashyati sarvatra, sarvam tvai pashyati. Sarvabhutastamatmanam, sarvabhutani jatmani. So that is the previous shloka. Then that person, that is the person who has the vision of the Atma, vision of Atma being Brahma, oneness of Atma, seeing Atma in all beings and all beings in Atma. That is the vision. That person, what does he gain? What happens to that person? That jnanam. That jnanam. That jnanam ikshate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshanaha. He sees everything. He has a vision of samadarshanaha. He has a vision of sameness everywhere. That is, sameness means is Brahma. Therefore, everything is Brahma iti he sees. Everything is Ishvara. Therefore, he is not separate from me. I am not separate from him. That is the result. The result of this jnanam, the vision, is said in the next paragraph. And what is the result of this vision? Here, Bhagavan uses first person. Here, the first person indicates that Krishna is talking as Bhagavan, Ishvara. He says, for the person having this vision, Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra Sarvam Cha Mai Pashyati. I will not become remote. Tasyaham na pranashyam. Tasya, for him, Agam, I, na pranashyami. Nash means gets destroyed. Here it means I will know, the translate as I will not become remote for him, meaning that I will no longer be something known only indirectly to the person. Why? Because Ishvara is Atma. So I don't become an indirect object of worship that is sitting somewhere. I don't become someone who is away from the person because Ishvara is one soul. And only that, and not only that, the person also doesn't go away from me. He doesn't become, I will not become remote for me. Similarly, the person also, he also doesn't go away from me, doesn't become remote for me. I don't become remote for the person, and the person doesn't go away from me. This fact was already there, but previously the person, as an Ajnani, doesn't know it. Now he knows. Now he or she knows it. This is not something that just happened because of some some inference on the part of the Lord. It was true before and it is true now. So all that has happened is before he did not know, now he knows. As an Ajnani, he did not know, but when when he gained a vision, he knows, he sees. Now the person sees himself or herself in all beings and all the beings in himself. Therefore, he can say, Aham Brahmasmi. He can say, a person of this vision never goes away from me. Goes away means there's a distance involved, separation. Therefore, that says there is no distance, there is no separation between me and the person. Neither the person goes away from me, nor I go away from the person. I don't become remote for the person, nor he or she doesn't become remote for me. I don't become remote means I don't become something which is achieved later. It is here and now. It is because it is Siddhavastu. Therefore, I don't become some object to be or something to be gained later. This means that previously there was a remoteness. Bhagavan is and I am, Jiva is. Sense of separation, therefore remote. That is the remoteness. The separation is remoteness. And that becomes that is destroyed. Pranashyati. The remoteness, the separateness, the alienation, pranashyati, destroyed. So previously there was a certain remoteness. When Ajnanam was there, then there was Veda Buddhi, Jiva Ishvara, Veda Buddhi. So Ishvara Paramatma was something that was sought after. So Ishvara was someone whose grace was invoked, and now all the prayers and rituals have paid off because of the Karma Yoga and the Upasana. Now it has paid off. Now as comes the understanding, Jnanam, the payoff is the vision that Jiva and Ishvara, between them there is no difference. All the differences are resolved. This is what is meant by the statement, Tasya Agam Na Pranashyami. The differences are resolved. I don't become remote for the person. Agam Na Pranashyami. I don't become remote. It means a difference, the separation is resolved for the person. It is non-separate before. Now the person discovers a fact. Therefore, it is all the way. It is not that separation. He became not that separation was real and now it become one. It is all the way. It is the Jiva is not separate from the Lord. It is previously because of Ajnana, we thought it be a Jiva to be a different entity from Ishvara. Now, the differences are resolved in the wake of the Jnanam. Therefore, na pranashyami, aham na pranashyami tasya. I don't become something that is far away for that person. Nor is the person away from me. The Lord is usually presented as though he is behind a veil and that he can see, but we cannot see him. This is how it is presented generally. Bhagavan is presented. Therefore, the Lord is someone who always seems to be looking into your private affairs because Bhagavan is everywhere. Therefore, he can see everything inside you. Therefore, the Lord is someone who always seems to be looking into your private affairs. Here in the shloka, Bhagavan is saying, the Lord has no veil or cover that prevents you from seeing him. Ignorance is the only veil there is, and that covering has already been removed. Therefore, there is no obstacle. Ignorance was the obstacle, and when it is removed, there is only vision, the vision of Paramatma, the whole. Therefore, everything resolves into this one Atma alone. Therefore, I am everything. Bhagavan is everything, therefore I am everything. Elsewhere, Bhagavad Pada says, in half a shloka, I shall explain what has been said by millions of texts and words. Shloka dena pravakshami, yiruktam granta koti bihi. This shloka, it is Paropakara Punyaya Papaya Parapidanam. That is the second line. So here, Ardha Shloka, in half a shloka, I tell you the entire Yukta Grantha Koti. Sorry, not that one. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, because that is also is there and there is also. But here this context is Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. So what has been said by millions of the words and text means many granthas that can be said in just half a shloka. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Jiva Brahma Vinaparaha. Ardha Shlokena Pravakshyami Yaduktam Grantha Koti Bhigi. This is the shloka, but there is another version, but that is not applicable here. That is Paropakara Punyaya Papaya Paripidanam. That can be quoted in the context of Dharma. But here it is, the Vastu is being discussed, therefore, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jiva Brahma Vinaparaha. That is the shloka here. And having already used one half of a verse to say this much, he completes the verse saying Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. See, shloka has got two lines. With Anushtup Chanda shloka. Ardha Shlokena Pravakshyami Yaduktam Grantha Koti Bhigi is the first line of the shloka. So already one half is over. Now only another half is left out. Then another half is says Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Therefore, he completes the shloka by saying Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Jiva Brahma Vinaparaha iti. So therefore, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya is Satyam Brahma. The Jagat is Mithya. Jagat which includes Jiva. Jiva is non-separate from Brahma. Jivaha Brahma eva, na aparaha. Jiva is Brahma alone. Jiva is Brahma alone, then means that what about the body, mind, senses, anatma, they're Mithya. And Jiva that is other than the physical body and mind and senses, that is Atma. Therefore, body, mind, senses are Anatma. The Jiva who is Atma is Brahma. This means Brahma is everything. It means I am everything. Idam sarvam aham Brahma asmi iti. This vision is a vision that resolves the differences between Jiva and Ishvara. Even between Jiva and Jiva, all the differences are resolved, which is why Ishvara is never remote for the person who has a vision, nor are you or away from him. There is no difference other than what is caused by ignorance. Ignorance being removed, all that is there is one flame of consciousness in which everything exists. Everything that is inquired into, everything that is not inquired into, the known and unknown, all exists in one Atma alone. Therefore, the Atma of Ishvara and the Atma of Jiva is one and the same. Swarupa of that is Chaitanyam. This consciousness, this Atma alone is self-existent, self-revealing, Purnaha, which is Ishvara, which is a Jiva. Therefore, there is Aikyam, there is non-separation. Therefore, na pranashyami. Agam na pranashyami, tasyaham na pranashyami, sachame na pranashyati. Saha, sachame na pranashyati. I don't become remote for him. He doesn't become remote for me. I don't become remote for him. It means I don't exist apart from him, and he doesn't exist apart from me. It's Aikyam. That is the. For Bhagavan may say, Bhagavan is always, Bhagavan is all knowledge. He is not unlike Jiva, he was ignorant, became enlightened. Therefore, Bhagavan can say, you are not different from me. But Jiva has to say, Bhagavan can say, I am not different from you. You are me. But Jiva has to say, the Jiva as Ajnanam, the Jiva goes away. Therefore, Jiva also says, you are not different from me, I am not different from you. You cannot be away from me, and I cannot be away from you. This is only from the standpoint of the Ishvara, not for Ishvara. Ishvara is all knowledge. He doesn't have ignorance. Jiva only has ignorance. So from the standpoint of Jiva, it is told, Tasyaham na pranashyami. As the Bhagavan is saying, that is, for him, I don't become remote, because Jiva has jnana. For him, I don't become remote. And he doesn't become, he's not remote for me. Iti. So we'll stop here. 31st shloka. Again, here also the same idea is presented. We will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om Dhanyavadaha.